with Simply a Stewart, and I am back with the second part of our grocery haul for the month. I have Aldi and Trader Joe's, and I have some Target I'm going to throw on the table after I get this shared with you guys and off my table because I only have so much room. So I'm going to flip the camera around, and I'm going to show you guys what we got. We are a family of 6. If you have not caught part 1, we do a major Costco haul every 6 weeks. We pretty much go grocery shopping because we have to go the whole way to the city, which is like an hour and a half trip down and an hour and a half trip back. And so we just try to do the bulk of our grocery shopping for 6 weeks at the front end. And then we just fill in with like some produce and eggs from the farm as we go. So I apologize if you hear my kiddos kind of crying. She doesn't want to go to bed, and so she's fighting with daddy. You know, it is life. So all right, I'm going to spin this around and show you guys what we got. Okay, so over here we have what we got from Aldi. Now, I do try to get this never any chicken quite a bit, and we do have some in the freezer, but if you heard on my Costco haul, we have been like sick and had infections and had all kinds of stuff, and sometimes it was really hard to get chicken pulled out and realize like, and we only had half people eating, and it was just a nightmare. So I always like to keep this on hand. And we used up anything we had while everybody was sick because we could just throw in, you know, maybe 2 or 3 tenders for the people who were feeling well enough to eat. So I did pick up a couple bags of these, and then I picked up some wild-caught salmon. We usually have this sometimes once, sometimes twice over the 6-week period. I'd love to eat it more, but it's just one of those things, you know, it's a little more expensive, so we do what we can. We eat a lot of tuna and sardines, too, to get some fish and omegas in us, and we take cod liver oil, so. We got a set of garlic here. And then we did get one never any chicken. We were out of gas. Like our gas line was shut off for our entire street when we left this morning. They were having an issue and we did not know when it would be turned back on. And so I had no idea if I'd have the ability to cook tomorrow, which is what I normally do. For the upcoming week, which is like our first major week back, full week back to everything. And so I was a little concerned. And so I went ahead, even though this was full price and not 50% off, because I usually watch for like the discount ones and pick them up and keep them in the freezer. I couldn't remember if I had one. And it wasn't necessary until we went, like when I checked from grocery shopping earlier to make my list. But it definitely was necessary today because I needed something that I could throw in the crock pot if my oven and stove were not able to be used tomorrow. So we do have our gas back, but we did not know that. So we picked this up. It was like $8. Usually I wouldn't spend that much on one of these. So, but we picked that up. We have some tomatoes for salads this week. We picked up a set of hot dogs. I like to just keep a set of these always in the freezer. And we can use them as need be for a quick meal or for something to send to Grammy's house. Actually, we sent these to Grammy's house today when my kids were there for Grammy to make because there's something easy for her. So we were out of what we had, so we had to get another pack. They had the family pack where this is like $17. It's slightly cheaper than the individual 1-pound packages, and it's slightly bigger. So I like to get these when we're there. We did just load up on deer meat, but our deer is never enough for the year, so we always have to buy beef also, and so we like to get the 100% grass-fed. This is a great price. We always get it at Aldi, so I picked that up. I picked this up. This is something you've never seen in my hauls, and you'll probably never see again, but again, we did not know what ability we would have to be cooking things like pancakes on the stovetop or whatever, so I wasn't sure what I was going to do for breakfast this week because we were out of everything I make due to just illness and being behind in life. And so we've been kind of making do. My kids had some things they would eat in the freezer, but I didn't have anything, and now theirs are all gone and mine is all gone. So I had picked these up because they are gluten-free, but you can see lots of not great things in there. But I primarily picked these up just so I would have something to eat this week if our gas didn't get turned back on. So we will make use of them. I'm not going to throw them out, but you won't see these again in my haul, likely. They did have these perfect bars. Now, I have not looked at the ingredients on this one. Let me see if I can find them for you guys. Oh, they're really hard to see. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that or not. the lighting. It's very hard. There we go. So there's a lot of stuff in that. But I think if I remember correctly, for the most part, they are pretty clean ingredients. Trying to kind of read them along with you guys. But this is something that my husband has picked up before when we were out, and he kind of needed something on the fly, and we couldn't, go eat somewhere, but he needed something that was half decent, and he really liked it. He's never had this particular kind, I don't think. I think he had, like, peanut butter or something before, but he saw this at Aldi for, like, $1, I don't know, maybe $1, like 59 or something, and so he picked one up just to have kind of on hand for that kind of scenario. We got a set of the baby spinach. I like to get it from Aldi. We were getting it from Costco for a while, but we never quite went through all of it, it seemed, just because we had so much produce that week, because we were able to get extras at, like, extra produce in general. So I've gone back to getting the small one, and it works really well for us. This is like $2.50, so I just pick up one of these every week. And then my kiddos, I do make homemade yogurts in the Instant Pot as one of their snack foods, and so my oldest daughter was out of anything that she puts in hers. This does have cane sugar, but obviously pretty darn clean. We get the raspberry, and then she likes strawberry or blueberry, so I just picked up strawberry this time. And then sometimes we use just like vanilla extract and honey, so it's just whatever they feel like having at the time. Back here, if you guys follow Bobby over on Flav City, he shared these recently in his Aldi video. And I probably would have never picked them up because they were something that's in, like, the processed area. But he shared how clean the ingredients were. Expeller pressed canola oil. I mean, you can't get much better than that. Expeller pressed oil. And then it does have the brown sugar in it, but I'm okay with that. I thought this would be something excellent to try out, to keep on hand. There goes my kiddo again. Sorry. My kiddos are not wanting to go to bed. They were at Grammy's house, and everybody's, like, all out of sorts. So, but these are something to keep in the freezer on hand, just in case we need something that's kind of quick and easy to go along with something else for my kiddos. So, we got salsa. This is my husband's favorite salsa. So you can see that. And so that is his main snack food. So you can see he has quite a few, but, one a week roughly. And so they're just smaller jars, unlike the Costco jars. So, and then we got 2 of these because usually I only get 1 gallon of milk to make yogurt, but I got 2 this time. Last time we kind of waited to the very last minute to make the yogurt just because it's how our schedule was. And so I was like, well, with the dates, I could probably go ahead and make 1, and then when the date is, like, almost due or just due or right after due, I could go ahead and make the other. So I went ahead and I picked up 2 of these starters this time because you'll see in a second, I got 2 milks this time. And then we got the salted cashews. It's just cashews and sea salt. It's a snack that my kiddos like to have. They'll have that, and then, like, an orange or piece of fresh fruit of some kind. And so just for a snack in the afternoons during school. We got 2 of these marinara. I have shared these before. And you can see super clean. We really like this marinara. We don't do a whole lot of pasta type stuff, but we do have, like, some spaghetti squash from the garden. Might be something I make this week as a spaghetti squash. And when I make this chicken, they can go ahead and just shred some of the chicken up over top of this spaghetti squash with the marinara sauce. This is another thing that Bobby over at Flav City shared about the ice cream and how clean it was, this type. So there you go. You can look. And so I decided we would try and pick these up. So we picked up chocolate because that is a favorite here. And then I did pick up vanillas. I've been doing, like, baked apples a lot, and I really enjoy like I used to like apple pie with vanilla ice cream. So I picked up that as well. And then the last thing that we got from Aldi were juices. We just get this organic juice, and then we go ahead and we use it to flavor it the kids' water when they have their vitamin C sometimes. Sometimes they use orange juice, but most of the time they use this. So we got that. And then we got Trader Joe's. So we picked up this bread. We don't do a whole lot of bread. In fact, it's probably been since we picked up one of these. But we do it on occasion for the kids. My husband and I are completely gluten-free, so we will not be eating this. But my kiddos, because it is sprouted, I will let them have it on occasion. Again, I wasn't sure what we were going to have because their pancakes that they had were almost out, and so I don't eat pancakes. That's why I did this. But their pancakes were almost out, so I wasn't sure if maybe we needed toast or if we could use this for turkey clubs. I have not done my meal plan for this week because I did not have a planner. Usually I have my planner for the new year, and I didn't get one for Christmas this year because it got canceled, and then I just forgot. So I didn't have anywhere to write down my meal plan, and so I was just kind of flying by the seat of my pants and figured I'd pick this up. We could throw it in the freezer if we don't need it right away. And then I got 2 of these raw cheeses. I actually kind of prefer the, this is better for us, I guess, probably, but I actually kind of prefer the grass-fed cheese from Aldi, but they did not have any this time or the last time we were there. So I'm glad I did pick up at least 2 of those to get us through, and hopefully by then, Aldi, hopefully you will have it back because I really love that. Back here, we picked up a few seasonings. We've done this 21 seasoning salute. I haven't had this in a while. I like to just sprinkle this on chicken. It is a little bit on the spicy side, so I eat this, but most of my family eats the everything but the bagel seasoning when I eat the other seasonings. So we will sprinkle this like right on chicken. We like to boil like those little potatoes and then crush them down and put some olive oil and some of this on it and throw it back in the oven. Those are one of the kids' favorite ways. So we picked that up, and then we picked up some turmeric because I use this in all the things. We make like tacos with it and everything, and then I put it in even like our coffees and our hot chocolate with some pepper. So I always keep this on hand because it's really good for inflammation. And then I picked up a baking powder, aluminum free as always. So I like to get it at, that was loud, at Trader Joe's. We have this coconut aminos, one of our favorite and definitely the best price you can find it is at Trader Joe's. So we have a few of these in the cupboard downstairs, but I never like to be low on this. So I did get a couple extras. We got 1 set of olives, and that will just be for salads, and 1 set of this tomato soup. I have not found out a way to make tomato soup otherwise, and we only use it for one, there we go, there's the ingredients. We only use it for one meal. It was something that my grandmother used to make, and so I do go ahead and use this on occasion. I'll make 2 casseroles out of this, so this will last us for the 6 weeks. So you got that. We got 2 gallons of organic whole milk, and I will make yogurt out of these in the Instant Pot. It's the only dairy for the most part that's not grass-fed that we get. So we got both of those. We got 2 bags of plantain chips, just a snack that we all like to have occasionally. So usually when we open a bag of these, between the 6 of us, we just split it up evenly. So it's usually gone as soon as we open it. So each bag is like a whole week. We have it one time a week. And then we got taco shells. It's the only place I can find organic taco shells. So we have been doing it used to be Taco Tuesday. Now it's Taco Wednesday because that's the night that we have a lot of our activities. And so it's just an easy meal for us on the night that we're running. So we have 7 of those. That'll be 1 extra, but 1 per week if we decide to do Taco Wednesday through the next few weeks here as we get caught up and back into normal life. And then we got 2 of these coffees. This is the coffee that I like to get. So I get that. And then we have our favorite. I would love to do the, what is it called? Wild Planet. It is slightly better for you, but this is pretty good. It is sustainably farmed. Is that what it's called? Or caught. Sorry, there you go. There we go. Sea salt. So clean ingredients. And it is better yet. It is a pull tab, one of my favorite things because I can take it on the go even in the car with a fork and just have it. So, and this is my not so great guilty pleasure. I bought these, I don't know, like 3 months ago or so when we went on our trip, and my kids I left them out. They've never got into anything like that before, and all of a sudden I found out they were sneaking them and ate them like all. So I didn't get any, and so I'm going to put these up where they can't reach them, because these usually last me for a very, very long time, and they ate them all in like 2 days. So not the greatest ingredients. There is dextrin in there. These are like not good for you. Not nearly as good as the rest of my haul, but it is what it is. So that's what we got for Trader Joe's and for Aldi. I'm going to get some of this off the table and share with you guys what we got at Target. All right, guys, and this is what we got from Target. Not a whole lot, but we were going there to do a little bit of clearance shopping and to pick up an online order for some new laundry baskets anyway. And they had the buy $50, get $10, $10 gift card. And so I wanted to stock up on kombucha, and we just picked up a few other things while we were there, just the things that we would randomly pick up at our local grocer. So we got all of this kombucha. We got this, we buy the, what is this, GTS brand. And if you look at the ingredients here, there's no added sugar, and that's why. So that's why we stick primarily to this brand. So we need some good probiotics in our house. We've been taking probiotics, but like all of our probiotic foods and those types of things, fermented foods, are just wiped out completely with us being sick. I haven't replenished anything. And I don't really do a whole lot to begin with. So this is one of the ways we get extra probiotics in, and we were completely out. So we stocked up, as you can see. This is the mango, and then all of these are cranberry, which is my husband's favorite. And then over here, we got strawberry, which is my favorite, and then gingerberry, and a couple watermelons. So the kids they all like random flavors, so we just got a little bit of kind of everything. And then that is the only place we can find the cranberry though, and that's my husband's favorite, so we were excited to stock up on that. And then we picked up a cottage cheese. Now, I said we don't do a lot of dairy, and we don't. If you go back in my hauls, it's been maybe 6 months since we bought this. I do like cottage cheese. I don't typically buy it, but I am going to make a lasagna, and this is the kind of cheese that we like to get, we like to use in our lasagnas. We're not a big ricotta fan. We're more of a cottage cheese fan. Again, it's been like 6 months since I've made one of those. Just kind of craving one. We use the Jovial noodles from Jovial, so they're sprouted, gluten-free, all kinds of good noodles. So we will use this, and then some of the grass-fed beef and the marinara from Aldi. And then I saw these. They happen to be on sale. They were clearancing them out, and so since we were doing this, little food grocery haul there, we picked up the 2 boxes of those that they had. They did have peanut butter also, but I'm not sure if my kiddos would like peanut butter. A few of them like peanut butter flavored things, but they've only had this and what is this, the chocolate chip? Okay, this and the regular, I guess, chocolate brownie or something like that. So I know they like these, so I picked these ones up. We got a couple of these Simply orange juices. Usually we pick up our orange juice at Aldi, but my husband prefers this, and it was on sale. I don't know if it was 2 for $6 or 2 for $5. So we picked that up while we were there because it was pretty close to the Aldi price. And we have been going through extra orange juice recently because my son with my infection is going through, he's taking like vitamin C around the clock pretty much. And so while he does usually take it in water with a little bit of flavoring of the other juice, that just wasn't cutting it with having to take it so much. And so it was kind of a bribing thing. He's been taking in an orange juice since he has to take it so much. So plus everybody being sick, everything is just completely wiped out in our house. So we picked up 3 of those. We picked up this. If you know a clean taco sauce, please tell me. This has all the bad things. Again, it's one of those things that we just haven't got rid of yet from our traditional days. So if you know a good taco sauce, we don't typically do tacos a ton, but recently we have been doing them once a week. So we're eating this once a week, and I know it's not the greatest thing. So if you have something else, share it down below. I'd love to hear it. These Made Good bars, we get the Made Good granola little pouches, like the granola, I don't know, they're like little granola balls. And we get those from Costco, but they haven't had any. And so these were 2 for $5. And we just went ahead and picked them up while we were there. again, because of the deal, like the buy 50 get $10 or whatever. We just picked up kind of some random ends and, odds and ends here. So that is everything that we got from Aldi, Trader Joe's, and Target. We did have a part one that had our Costco haul in it, and I'm hoping to do a part three with my online order stuff, but it's like coming in at different times, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that yet. We will see, but I do have some things coming in from Amazon as well as some things coming in from Vitacost. So if you guys like these kinds of videos, please like and subscribe down there, and we'll see you guys all next time. Bye.